You mentioned in an article recently the 5 ways to elevate your content marketing strategy. With that in mind, right, just to get started and to kind of get that ratio in line and to find that intersection of the Venn diagram, what's the content marketing? I mean, what are some strategies to elevate a content marketing strategy?
Yeah, so we always like to say you should be following like the 20% rule, right? So creating content should only actually take 20% of your marketing time. And whether that's, you're delegating it because it takes you way too long, or let's say in a given month you have 2 hours a week for marketing. You only want to use a small chunk of that actually creating, and you want to use the rest of that time to promote. So ideally, what you're doing is let's say again, you've got, the 2 hours a week or whatever. If you know, okay, video is going to be more a better fit for me, or I have time to sit down and write a blog post once a month, I can knock it out. Great. Think of other ways that then you can repurpose that content to get the most bang for your buck or the most bang for your time, right? Because time is such a valuable asset for business owners or even for partners in a firm or like junior advisors who are doing this stuff. You don't want to spend all of this time creating fantastic content that no one's going to see, right? We always say like you don't follow the if you build it, they will come strategy when it comes to content marketing. You've got to get it out into the world. So if you have that time to, we'll use blogs as an example because they're kind of our bread and butter, to write out a blog post, then think of ways that you can turn that around and repurpose it to elevate your strategy. And this sort of is bigger picture thinking about like putting together a funnel, right? So we always say if blog posts are really the top of your funnel, that's like your awareness factor. People are getting to know you, they're getting to see your expertise, all of that good stuff. Think of how you can use that content to fill out the rest of your funnel and ultimately get to a conversion because that's the goal. The goal is not just to get eyeballs on your blog post. That makes you feel good, but those numbers don't equate to revenue, right? So what you want is to make sure your content is turning around into a conversion to pull people down to the bottom of the funnel for you. So, for example, if you've got one blog post, you could potentially repurpose that to Canva graphics for social media posts. People can do that themselves, or if you're not really creatively like inclined, someone on Fiverr can do that for you. You could also do things like turning it around to a video script. So you can use your blog post to record like little video snippets about that topic, embed them in your post for a multimedia post, use them on social media again, send them out to clients, right? It's just like another client touch point and scaling your practice. So you really have only spent X amount of time building this really long form piece of content. The rest of your month then is used trying to elevate that one piece to make it really worth your while, if that makes sense.